Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We continue to do that for your listening pleasure and to hopefully get back to a more regular schedule, although I do have a move planned in the next several months, and who knows when that comes together. Anyway, what are some signs that you are lonely? Loneliness is probably the biggest impact of the pandemic overall on mental health. Is the number of people that feel loneliness and are struggling with that. We're kind of going to look at loneliness from a different level. What are some signs that you're dealing with loneliness? What are some ways to cope with it? And what are the ultimate ways to deal with addressing loneliness in a world that's way too technologically focused and not so people focused anymore. If you're dealing with this, certainly finding coping mechanisms around it and finding ways to deal with it is important. Coaching can help with that. Would love to be of assistance to you in that way. So the first is using physical things to make oneself feel better. The shopaholic mentality, the physical things mentality, even the binge television mentality can all contribute to this in a way that's kind of interesting. When people feel that they don't have control, they'll try and find something they can control. And one thing that we can control, especially with our credit cards, is how we spend our money. And so when we accomplish and accumulate things, we feel better about who we are as a person and who we are, where we're going as a person. If you are constantly a lonely person, you may spend money on things to make yourself feel like you're more full. If I have all these toys, they may kill the pain of the loneliness for a while. They may create a distraction for a little bit, but they don't necessarily lead me to the life that I actually want or need, because what I need is the interplay with others and the interdependence of healthy relationships, and ultimately, what are how do I cope with that? How do I deal with that? And what do I need to come to with that? Next is overdependence on technology. So social media addiction has become something in the DSM as of late in the last several years, and it's mainly because people are looking for connection, but they're looking for it in ways that are instantaneous. And so I am very much limited in my social media interaction. I use it for business. I use it to kill time in between tasks that are more important to me, but it's not something that I see as a really useful tool, because although it gives us the illusion of connection in a world that is that is there, the quality of our life is determined by the quality of our relationships, and so we can't relate to someone we don't know, and also the illusion that we understand and know somebody can be created through even something like a YouTube video. The number of people who think that they know me or understand me as a person because they've heard me speak or whatever, is major. And then if you add celebrity into that, or you add life accomplishment of being an athlete or a pop star or whatever, or someone who's very open about their emotional and mental struggles, and you add all of that together, what you end up getting is this falsehood of, this person, I know them, they know me. In reality, you only know what you think you know based on what you've been shown or what you've seen, and you don't really know them. You know the image they've created, and so what ends up happening is that social relationships struggle as a result, mainly because people are always trying to chase what they think they see in other people's happiness. And a lot of people won't put out there how unhappy they really are, or the struggles they have in day-to-day life, or the fact that they may be lonely at night or during the day, or the fact that their personal relationships or financial relationships or emotional connections may be suffering. A lot of times people deal with addiction, and they do this because they're coping with the fact that they're not connecting with others. I think one of the things that's happened in society too is the more choices we have, the more we can dismiss people's value in our life. In other words, if I can go talk to 8 billion people on the internet, then why do I need to work through relationship challenges in day-to-day life, and so that has been a drawback of technology as well. The commitment to building lasting quality relationships has struggled, and I know in my own life when I chose a relationship, and I'll throw myself under the bus for the benefit of this. When I chose a relationship over some friendships, and I had friends warning me, hey, going back into this situation isn't healthy. The only thing I saw was I was going to get what I wanted. I didn't see that I was going to lose a lot by choosing the wrong people and choosing the wrong situations. Now, years later, and still coming out of that, I'm almost out of it, but coming out of it, the reality of that is you can lose months or years or even decades of your life based on one or two negative social decisions. And so being lonely is about balancing having multiple options, but also nurturing the relationships that are healthy, cutting off the ones that are unhealthy, and knowing the difference between the two. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.